Good afternoon. Today I'm going to discuss about nanosensors as a part of advances in chemical sciences. So the nanosensors nowadays is a very much importance in various fields. Almost every sector is utilizing nanosensors in fields. So in the presentation, first we will discuss about the introduction, followed by the what are the basic components of nanosensors and types of nanosensors, typical characteristics of nanosensors, and fabrication techniques and applications in various sectors. So nanosensors are the tiny sensors that are designed for to measure physical and chemical, biological, or environmental information at nanoscales and transfer in data for analysis. Nanosensors are made from nanomaterial that have unique properties. Why do we produce nanosensors? Because they are smaller and requires less energy to run. It is greater sensitive nanosensors have greater sensitivity and better specificity. Nanosensors are used in the medicine, pollution control, pathology labs, and process monitoring in the manufacturing industries and transportation and sea, road, etc. So nanosensor used as a sensing device to measure, detect, or sense the chemical or physical properties of matter or nanoparticles at the scale of 100 nanometers, less than 100 nanometers. So they are used for the applications for changing the applications and properties of nanomaterials. So as I told you earlier, it is used in the medicine, pollution control, pathogen reduction, and this one. So what is the mechanism of nanosensors? How? Yeah. So there are typically 4 components in the nanosensors: analyte, sensor, transducer, detector, and feedback path from the detector to the sensor. These are the 4 important components in the nanosensors. This is a block diagram of nanosensors. So nanosensors usually operate by monitoring the electrical changes in the sensor material that are capable of measuring single molecule levels. So nanosensors normally work by tracking electrical charges in the sensor materials. An analyte is diffused from the solution onto the sensor surface and react efficiently and effectively. The changes of the physical properties of the transducer. So this is the transducer in the block diagram. If you see, the transducer is an element that converts from one form of energy to another form, which leads to change in the optical or electronic properties of the surface of transducer. The change is converted to electrical signal, which is detected by the detector. So next one is types of nanosensors. Nanosensors are classified into different types based on the principles of detection. There are 4 important nanosensors. So first one is optical nanosensors, second one electrochemical, third one piezoelectric, and fourth one calorimetric. So optical nanosensors measure change in light intensity. The second one, electrochemical, measures change in electric distribution. Piezoelectric nanosensors measures in change in mass. Calorimetric measures change in heat. So 4 different properties, principles of detection. So 4 different types of nanosensors are used. So if we want to measure the change in light, then we should go for the optical nanosensors. These optical is more commonly used. And then there are different, for example, here carbon nanotube based sensors. A molecule of ammonia is present. So it will be with water, H2 water vapor, and to make carbon nanotube more conductive by donating 1 electron. On the other hand, in the presence of 1 molecule of NO2, the nanotube becomes less conductive by release of 1 electron of carbon nanotubes. So there are different types of characteristics ideal nanosensors are there. So first one is high stability. Second one is fast dynamic nanosensors. And third one is specificity of particular analytes of interest and the intended use of environmental use. So how do we prepare these nanosensors by fabrication techniques? The nanosensors fabrication techniques, three types are there. First one is top to bottom fabrication. Second one is bottom to up fabrication technique. Third one is self-assembling fabrication. These are the more important, three important fabrication techniques used in the nanosensors preparation. So nanomaterials like carbon nanotubes, graphene, metal nanoparticles, quantum dots, and nanowires are commonly used in the fabrication of nanotubes due to their unique properties. Let's go with the first one, top to top bottom fabrication technique. So it is also known as a sculpting. The box material is disintegrated to achieve desired shape. So this process can be done either mechanically using UV light, electron beam, X-rays, or by chemically using acids. This technique is employed in computer chip manufacturing. This lithographic pattern, such as nanoscale printing, molding, stamping, can be carried out using this top-down fabrication technique. The below one is fabrication technique block diagram. So the next one is bottom-up fabrication technique. This is it is also known as constructing to achieve specified or desired nanostructure. The molecules are kept from bottom to up. So this is a time-consuming technique. So the third one is self-assembling fabrication technique. The nanostructure takes an advantage of the ability of particular polymers or molecules to assemble to self-assemble into 3D nanostructures. The specific structures and types of molecules are used to create different characteristics and specifications. This method is inspired by the biological systems within nature, uses chemical forces to create all structure necessary in life. So nanosensors examples in plant biology, it is used to sense the metabolism of plants. Neurophysiology, it is used to observe, understand the neurotransmitters in the brain. It is used to in environmental applications. It is used to monitor pollution to detect the presence of several chemicals or gases. So it is also used for the DNA-based fluorescent to identify carbon nanotube-based fluorescence nanosensors. And nanosensors also used in the MRI, magnetic resonance imaging techniques for treating patients. Quantum dot-based fluorescent nanosensors, and it is used in the agriculture industries for soil testing and nutrition value testing purpose, plant synthesis, and diagnostic purposes. So based on the optical selectivity, nanosensors are classified as carbon nanotube-based nanosensors, quantum-based nanosensors, and photoacoustic-based nanosensors. So I'm not going to detail in this, carbon nanotube-based one. So actually, what are the techniques used for imaging techniques used for nanosensors? So nowadays, AFM and SEM is the most common advanced imaging techniques. Atomic force microscopy and SEM, scanning electron microscopy, allows for real-time visualization of nanosensors in biological systems, providing higher insights into their interactions and behavior. So the most common advantages of nanosensors is available in very small size and requires less power or energy for operations and less weight. So it's a very low weight, easy to operate, provides high volume ratio, surface to volume ratio, so which enhances the sensitivity. And characteristic, this one, low response time. It works as a data storage systems and high sensitivity, accuracy, scalability, efficiency, precision, and specificity. So because of all these reasons, nanosensors are very much useful in various industries. So there are two disadvantages, especially these top-down fabricated nanosensors have limited resolution but highly expensive. And then bottom up fabrication sets are less efficient, large scale, and expensive. So compared to disadvantages, the advantages are more. So it is widely used. So different areas of applications are there used in chemical, optical, biomedical, food, and electronics. Various industries it is used. Biosensors. There is another concept of biosensors. Biosensors are used for the early detection of cancer and detection of other diseases, various diseases. And DNA purpose also. The biosensors are also used to detect specific types of disease, to measure the soil pH, nutrients, residual particles, and moisture content. So nanosensors also measures urea, glucose, and pesticide levels. So in MRI, it is used for diagnostics purpose. I hope I have covered all the question. I hope I have covered all the topics. Thank you.